Oh my gosh. It's not a joke. The SEC just stated it's finished and a new day will come. Everyone was startled by Robinhood, and Texas is very, very near to being a part of the family. Hey, lovely individuals. Hello, those who make money. Japan is also in a tough spot. We'll chat about everything. We will talk about Bitcoin. We are going to talk about XRP. All I want from you is a big smile, nice vibrations, and a like button smash, since likes are free. Let's get started. The market is fascinating today. Bitcoin is still at 105,212. We paid $2.33 for XRP. Not a lot here. Not a lot there. You can also see some green and some red. The market isn't moving much right now. The stock market is somewhat of the same. Is that right? The S&P 500 are down 0.27%. The Nasdaq is down about the same amount. We can see that the VIX is even down. This is a fascinating situation. The stock market and the VIX are both down. Usually, when the VIX is down, the stock market is up. And that usually, but not always, means that the next day will be green. Isn't that right? Not every time, but I've seen it happen more times than not when the VIX and the market are heading in the same direction. It means that the next day we'll observe a change since, for example, there are more call options than put options. That suggests that people are more positive about the market, and then it tends to follow the wave. Isn't that right? Follow the wave. It will be interesting to observe what happens with the markets. And with Bitcoin and XRP, I think people are starting to feel a little scared because of what's going on in Japan. The bond market in Japan is falling apart. At 3.15, Japan's 30-year government bond yield officially hit its highest level ever. Japan has had low long-term interest rates for decades. Now they have to deal with high inflation, changing policies, and a huge debt-to-GDP ratio of 260%. Japan also possessed $1 trillion worth of US debt, which made it the biggest holder of US debt. Yesterday, Ishiba, the Prime Minister of Japan, said that things were worse than in Greece. What will Japan do next? So they too owe money to the US. They also say they are in a tough spot on their end. So I think investors, or at least significant investors, might be a little apprehensive or worried. I don't like the word terrified. There is a chance that there might be a small sell-off here, or we could see a recurrence of what happened in August 2024 when the Japan carry trade chart started to fall apart. I think investors are a little afraid about that, and that's probably why they'll pass there as well. We see what the Japanese Prime Minister said when this happens. That might be why we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown in investments and long-term buying from the markets, the foot on the brake. Today, Texas will vote for the last time on a strategic Bitcoin reserve. It's the 9th largest economy in the world, but it's getting smaller. If they also set up a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the 8th largest economy in the world, this would be a big deal. It will be quite intriguing to watch more and more states create Bitcoin reserves at the state level. Of course, we know that they want to make one at the federal level. It will be fascinating to see if states are also looking out for themselves. Not every state is, but Texas looks to be headed in that way. There are going to be some very, very fascinating days ahead. I simply want to remind you about our partner, BTCC, before we move on. If you want to trade with leverage, they will let you do so. You will earn a 10% deposit bonus with any deposits above $500 plus a chance to get an extra bonus of up to $10,000 per user. Thank you for using my link. I'll get a small commission, but please, oh please, be careful when you trade. I've earned a lot of money and lost a lot of money with leverage, so please be careful when you trade. And keep in mind that even though BTCC has been operational for 13 years, we've seen exchanges go down. They've gone bankrupt before. We've seen them close their positions. So read the user agreement and know what you can lose and get. They also have a demo account that you may use to test it out first if you like. There is a link in the description below. Please, please, please trade responsibly again. Asset managers now own $125 billion, $110 million worth of Bitcoin through spot ETFs. These ETFs acquired $667 million worth of Bitcoin yesterday alone. BlackRock made the greatest move, buying 305,900,000, which is already 120 billion. And if the price keeps going up, we might see more and more of this happen in the future, where people, both institutions and individuals, buy through ETFs to get exposure to crypto and Bitcoin. So it's really, really crucial to recognize that this is still the beginning. Once again, this is not financial advice. Always do your research before you invest. I will never tell you to buy, sell, or hold, because I don't know what will happen in the market from day to day. But I still think the crypto market will do very well in the long run. No, not short. It's hard to know in the short term, day to day, or week to week. In the long run, I still think the crypto market will do very well. Standard Chartered Banks says that the SEC's most recent statistics shows that Bitcoin might reach 500,000 by 2028. This is fascinating. Of course, we've heard that by 2028, there will be $1 million, $1.5 million. I don't think it's impossible that Bitcoin may be worth 500,000 by 2028. It will only be 3 years. That would be roughly 5 times as far as it is now, and that will be really intriguing. We have huge news coming from Robinhood breaking. Robinhood has sent a petition to the SEC to regulate tokenized real-world assets. The goal is to bring Wall Street on-chain and open up a $30 trillion market. We know that Ripple has been looking at this business in a shady way, specifically getting Wall Street on-chain, tokenization, and real-world assets. I assume they bought Hidden Road, in part, to explore that option more. Robinhood is now in the mix, and I think they're going to be a big participant in everything financial for the next 5, 10, and 15 years. A lot of people still carry a grudge against them for everything that happened in 2021, but it appears like they've gotten over it and are now able to bring in a lot of business and customers. The stock is doing well. They are getting a lot of money. It will be interesting to watch what happens. And of course, they have their crypto company. They just bought Bitstamp, which is creating a perpetual DEX on the XRP ledger. So we'll see what happens with the cooperation bet between XRP, Ripple, and Robinhood in the future. It will be quite intriguing. Today, we also heard from the head of the SEC. I want us to listen together and hear what he had to say about the current situation and how he plans to operate in the future.